We are at Bristol Brick Show 2025 with another amazing mock. It is a Lego Train Duplo tower built by member John Ford. Hello John, how you doing?
Hello, very well, thank you.
Excellent. So tell us all about this very unique mock of yours.
I think it just started with an obsession with the Duplo trains with my young children that just got a bit out of hand, and we seem to accumulate more and more pieces. We're originally in a sort of one-bedroom flat with perhaps not enough room for a big layout, so we started sort of going vertically rather than horizontally and discovering ways of sort of creating tracks that went up in the air. It's all very modular. We've got lots of sort of what we call boots that support each level, and basically gone as high as we can with the track we've got available. So it's been going on for like 5 years, I think, and we joined the GertLUG about a year ago, having been to this exhibition several times and really enjoyed what we've seen, and thought it'd be nice to perhaps show off some of the things that we have.
So why do this in Duplo specifically? Why not the conventional Lego bricks?
Well, I think one thing with Duplo is you can build big things very quickly. If I was to build this in Lego, firstly it would cost a fortune, and also just the sheer amount of time and effort. And it's also a very kind of sturdy type of product as well, with the big bricks, a big track. If it falls over, it's pretty easy to put back together again quickly. So it's designed for small children. It's very sort of robust and bright and colourful. And I think it also looks different as well. It's very eye-catching. When you walk around here, there's lots of little things on television. It's very dynamic. It's very bright. I think it draws people in. I quite like that. It's satisfying. We always get crowds of children of a certain age watching. So I think it's just nice to have something a bit different.
Fair enough. It is definitely different, and it stands out in a very good way. But something like this, no doubt, has its challenges. And what's probably the biggest issue or malfunction you've probably experienced with this type of display?
We've had a couple of trains sort of fall from height. I mean, this venue is very good because it's got a carpeted floor, so it's a little bit more forgiving than sort of concrete floored sports halls we've often been in. Although saying that, everything that's fallen off has survived. Not necessarily happened at home in kitchens in the past. The track sections will, over time, with trains running over them, sort of get a bit weaker, and we've discovered the thing to do these days, just run around every now and then, squeeze them together, just make sure it's holding up. I think one of the biggest challenges is also building it, because a lot of people can just take a couple of trays of their models out of the boot of the car, put them on a table, they're done. We spent 2 hours yesterday morning putting this together from a kit of parts, and this has been a bit of an evolution of a previous design, so a few challenges there, trying to remember exactly when where, and pieces you have to go before you go around the corner and things like that. It's quite a challenging to put together, and especially we have all the family here helping, which is great.
So looking at this particular configuration, this looks different to previous shows that I have attended where this has also been in attendance. I'm pretty sure it's always been a figure of 8, but you've tried something very different. Is there any particular track plan you've wanted to try or just haven't gotten to yet?
In previous shows, it's always been an oval. We had an oval that sort of curved in a bit to make a bit of a dog bone shape. One of the reasons for that is, like most Lego train sets, you get a lot more curves than you do straights. So we're at our limit with straights here as to what we can do. So I kind of made it more of a U shape this time. That was also because I wanted to put kind of a feature in the middle, which we've got this Christmas tree. I don't know if you can see it down here. That's a bit smaller than planned, but again, we've used most of our bricks in this, so that was inevitable. But I just wanted to have a little bit of a focus in the middle. And again, it's a way of getting it a bit more tracking and just using up our curves. We've got boxes and boxes of curves at home, but we've got 200 odd straights. This is all we can do with it. So any further evolutions need to come with curves.
Excellent. So final question from me is, can we find this online? Is there any particular social media space where we can see this?
We do have an Instagram. It's _Johnnyverse, which is a difficult thing to say to people, so we may actually change that. We don't really have a brand as such yet. I mean, we've got a little sign here which we've made out of these are old Duplo mosaic bricks. We've sort of done BS8 bricks, which is just something I came up with this week. Whether we stick with that, whether that's already been cyber squatted by someone else keen to underwhelm my Lego empire, I don't know. But so _Johnnyverse has some pictures and videos of sort of previous builds, most of which have been done just in the domestic setting. We've had ones going right up to the ceiling, but they've just been like a single spiral, things like that. So there's a lot of other creators. We've done all sorts of things with Duplo. It's great fun to build with.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Luke. Cheers.